Jamal Niaz here with Natasha Jonas. Third world title opportunity on an absolutely monstrous card here in Manchester. Just talk to me about the magnitude of the fight itself and the fight card as well.
Yeah, thanks. No pressure. No, it's a big fight card. You know, it's a big domestic rivalry. There's fans from both sides. You know, you're going to have to pick a side. There's bad blood between them, and both want to win. And I come before that. It's a big opportunity for me. Obviously, the third time. Probably, arguably, if you're looking at Bucky's odds, me most favourable chance to win a world title, and I've done everything in camp, mentally, physically, put myself through it to be the best that I can be on Saturday, and I've just got to transfer what I've been doing in sparring in the ring.
I spoke to Joe yesterday and had a quick chat with yourself, and it seems like in the Gallagher's camp, the path to a world title isn't the easiest route for anyone, is it? When you look at Crawler, you know, went the hard way, had some real difficult personal issues that went on that year and went on to win a world title. Yourself, third time opportunity, fight of the year with Terri Harper, real close decision loss against Katie Taylor. This is the one. Do you feel like your journey has been made that much greater with a win on Saturday?
Yeah, I just think, you know, you have to take the positives from you know, the negatives, which is the losses, and after the open off I picked myself up, went and worked away on myself mentally over the lockdown, and that produced the Harper performance, which everyone had me written off for. I was more likely to win against Katie in the bookies odds than I was against Harper, and that annoyed the life out of me. And you know, from that, you know, there was a little bit of inexperience in championship round. There was times when I could have possibly stopped her in round 8 and didn't. And then I got the Katie opportunity, and I knew I had to be Harper and better, and I believe that I was. There wasn't many things in the Katie fight that I did wrong, and you know, again with the championship round, she was just probably the last two she just nicked by being smart, and you know, from that I take that, and now I've got, you know, hopefully Joe it was round 8 one fight, round 9 the other fight, and this time Joe will get 10 good rounds out of me.
On a fight week like this, given what's at stake, do you find yourself reflecting a lot on your journey inside and outside the ring, and you know, those moments where you've had to sacrifice that time with your family to put those training hours in, put them training camp in to gain this world title opportunity? Is it a moment of reflection during these times, or is it just a case of switching off when the media day is not happening, switching off when training is not happening, and just focusing on the fight?
It's only when you really do interviews that you think about it, because for you personally as an athlete, that's just what you do. Yeah. You are selfish, you are, you know, results driven, you are this, you are that, and you don't really reflect on that until either after the fact or when someone asks you the question. I try and just switch off. I've come off my social media just to concentrate on the fight in hand, and obviously my last two fights have been last two big fights have been behind closed doors, so you know, you've got the added atmosphere, you know, fans and playing up to the fans, and just concentrating on myself mentally.
That actually plays really well into my next question, because I was speaking to Joe yesterday, and some fighters I've spoken to have said that they hated that whole pandemic era of fighting in front of no fans. Now you get to fight in probably the hottest atmosphere of the year in this country in terms of an arena show. Does that play into any favourable sights in terms of your performance in this fight? Because what was your experience like fighting behind closed doors?
For me, I fought on GB in front of nobody, you know what I mean? And I fought in front of, you know, 10,000 people in the XL. I've been on Amir Khan's Echo Undercard before, so you know, that was a packed out Echo arena. So I've fought on big stages, but I've also fought in front of no one. So it wasn't that much dissimilar to being back on GB, back in them tournaments in the middle of nowhere where no one goes. So I found it okay. But you know, to be in front of a crowd, obviously some people will feel pressure, but you know, every time I'm classed as the home fighter, every time my shot lands there's going to be a big roar, and you know, does that sway the judges? We don't know, possibly.
In terms of that moment when your opponent did pull out, did your heart sort of drop for a second and think, what's happening with my luck at the moment? Or did you think, did you know straight away that the opponent was going to be changed? Were you never left in doubt that the fight was in jeopardy?
No, I half knew there was a problem. but it wasn't confirmed until after they'd already got their replacement. So yeah, I think there was, for a good 4 hours there was no opponent, which I'm glad that I didn't know, because it is just my luck. It wouldn't be me if it was easy. So yeah, I got an opponent. I'm not complaining.
In terms of, obviously, a lot of the eyes are on the main event. Is your aim for this one to steal the show, to put on a performance that'll rile the main eventers up and want to put on an even better show than yourself?
I love a fight of the year. I love a fight of the year.
Final message to the fans on what they can expect from your performance on Saturday night.
Just tune in. The best Tasha is going to turn up and perform on the night, like I have been doing, previously and before fights and in sparring and in training camps. So just tune in, and yeah, I'm the new.
Thanks a lot. Cheers. Thanks, Tasha.